Welcome back everybody to VerCam. Today we're going to do another train journey from China. We're going to explore 3 big cities in this one. And I show you several different high-speed train trips. Alright guys, so in this route we're starting up in Xining. This is up here on the Tibetan Plateau nearby the largest lake in China if you wanted to go there. But then we drop down a little bit into Lanzhou. We descend from 7,500 feet down into around 4,000 feet elevation in Lanzhou. I spend the night here, show you guys around the Yellow River, because this is pretty much the Yellow River headwaters up in here. And then we head down into Xi'An, which is where the terracotta soldiers are. Also, you've got the beginning of the Silk Road at the bell tower. And then I actually drop down into Chengdu. I'm going to show you guys around Chengdu, which is one of the most impressive cities you'll see in China, as you'll see by the modern buildings and engineering they have here. So let's hop on a train and begin. All right, guys. So today we're going to Lanzhou from Xining. I've just spent a couple nights here in this high altitude city, which is at the edge of the Tibetan Plateau. They call it the gateway to Tibet. So we're basically going from the Tibetan Plateau's fringe to who knows where. Let's see where this adventure takes me. But yeah, let's check in here. I've got a train going to Lanzhou, and then from there I've got to figure out where I want to go. The train leaves in about 30 to 40 minutes, so I'm going to get some breakfast here. Another modern station. Actually never heard of this place until I arrived here. It's a city of about 2.5 million. Essentially, it's like China's Denver, it seems like. Denver is to the Rocky Mountains. Xining is to the Tibetan Plateau. Obviously, as you know, the Tibetan Plateau is an interesting place because it's the gateway to the Himalayas. And that's the tallest mountain in the world. Mount Everest. I have a few tall mountains actually in the Himalayas. I'm a little bit scared to go there because I've been getting a little bit of altitude sickness, which manifests in the form of headaches. So I was like, oh man, I got to prepare for Tibet if I'm going to go all the way up there. I had a real bad headache in Almaty. Went up to the tallest mountain up there. Was feeling great. It seems like whenever I drink beer and go up there, that's the problem. So just don't drink beer. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going, but I have a general idea. I either go through Chengdu or Xi'an, either go north or south. I guess you could say go straight east. But how the heck do I get up there to get some food? Is that the only escalator they have? Oh man. Alright, we're lining up here. This should take about an hour and 40 minutes to get to the new city. Train's not here yet. They've got these sleeper trains also. I was looking at train tickets to get to Xi'an or Chengdu. Chengdu is far. I had no idea it was that far from here. Looks closer on a map, but I think it's because there's a lot of mountains in this region. Oh, to my surprise, it's actually this green train. So I guess these can move fast as well. Never ridden a fast green train in China. I'm headed to carriage 8. I wish I could see the front of this. Oh, okay. It looks like one of those fast trains is just painted green. Wow. This is the Tibetan Plateau. I was looking online. Really, when you walk, you can feel it. Thin air. Got a big old airport right there. One thing I want to say about visiting Tibet, so if you actually go into the province of Tibet, you need a special permit. It takes 7 to 10 days to get that. But the Tibetan Plateau is also in Qinghai, so you don't have to go into Tibet to visit the Tibetan Plateau. You can come here to this province where Xining is. This town here is called Haidong. And as we're descending off the Tibetan Plateau further and further, you can see there's so many different rivers. Now, up on the Tibetan Plateau, 3 major rivers originate up there in this province of Qinghai. And that's the Mekong River, which goes down towards Thailand and Vietnam. Then you also have the Yellow River, as well as the mighty Yangtze River, which is actually the biggest river in all of Asia. You'll see a few different Tibetan monasteries up on the mountains here. Oh, sorry. There we go. And we're here. Well, we've dropped some elevation. We're in Lanzhou. All right, so we're going down. Lots of military soldiers around here. Okay, let's see if we can actually exit here. It's like once you've been to one Chinese train station, you've been to them all, they all pretty much look the same interior. That's a good thing, there's uniformity. Well, you guys were asking more for the hotels. Here's a look at the Hilton here in Lanzhou. This was 750 RMB per night. No points, just paid cash. They gave me the upgrade. And there's a look at a monastery up there on the mountain. All right, guys, we are along the banks of the Yellow River here. I'm gonna see if I can get a ride on one of these boats here. Okay. Nice river. Beautiful city. Like, this is another one of those wheels. They've got to have these boat rides. Rivers are so cool, man. River cities. China does river cities really good. We have a lot of river cities. I can name a few right now that are huge. Chongqing for one. Guangzhou. That's another huge one. I don't know if you would call Hangzhou a river city or a lake city, but then you have those cities along the canal. You have Beijing. Obviously, Shanghai is actually a river city, to be honest with you, because it's not even on the coast. China built most of their settlements along rivers. But like I said, I think the Yellow River actually goes all the way north of Shanghai. The big river in Shanghai, I think it's called Wangpo. These water wheels, I think they're just water pumps. Like, the whole point of a water wheel, I think, is to like dump the water up here and then send the water down. I think that's the point of a water wheel. It's a water pump. Old school style. Alright, so I guess I'm doing a boat tour. Do they serve food or drinks? I don't know. got some river creatures here. These are crawdads. Here. Gonna fit my hand, yeah. Wow. Wow. Qingzhou? Alright, so it's the morning time. I am headed to Lanzhou West, and I'm going to be progressing on to Xi'An, which is where the terracotta soldiers are. This little R2-D2 delivers food to your rooms. And we're here at Lanzhou West Station. We're going to be doing a departure here. Big old station, my goodness. I actually booked the business class ticket, so you'll be able to see what a business class seat looks like. It was 600 RMB. With that, you also should be able to go to a business lounge if I can find it. This is a 3-hour train ride. It'll be nice to get off the Tibetan Plateau just because of the elevation. My body has not quite acclimated to the high elevation yet. Let's see here. Alright, so we're lining up. Usually when you have business class, they have a lounge and they have like a business line that gives you early access to the train. I didn't find that here, so maybe here at this station they don't have it. Yep. Carriage 8. Different paying job is what I was observing. This should be a fast mover. I mean, based on what I saw, this train is one of the fastest, and we're going to be covering a lot of ground within 3 hours. So last time I rode one of these trains with this kind of paint job, it's probably the fastest train I'd come across. There you go. Right here? Okay. Well, here's a look at the seat. And we're off. Having now gone all across China, I mean, if you've been keeping up with this channel, you've seen how many videos from China I've done, and most of them are riding trains, except for one that was a Shenzhen airport departure. And the thing that I can tell you is there's lots of infrastructure development and construction all across China, modernizing, and it's impressive. Whether it be energy infrastructure or road infrastructure, it is amazing the engineering that's taking place here. Here's a look at some of the snacks they gave. So you got some nuts. It's just like a bunch of raisins and nuts. Some little like raisins or prunes. There's a little dried fruit. Fruit's good. Tastes like a fruit snack. No seed or anything. Looks like some cookies here. It's just like a buttermilk cookie. That's either like a piece of meat or some tofu or something. This thing I'm a little bit suspicious of. I tried to smell it and I couldn't put my senses on what it could be, but yeah. Okay. Is that like fish or tofu? Maybe like, I don't know. A little bit spicy. Actually, I think that's meat right there. Mystery meat. No, it's in a, is that a bull? A bovine? Okay, there's the piece of beef. Little piece. We just made it to Xi'an. There was like a medical emergency. There was a young child in the business class area that was essentially being air evac'd, but it was a medical emergency. They had 2 nurses with them the whole time. I don't know what's going on. I just hope he's okay. But that was a bit tense because, you know, you don't know what's going on with the young child who's screaming, crying because they're sick. Like they had like IVs hooked up to them and like dialysis things and all this stuff. So it was a pretty serious situation. Just hope he's okay. Well, I'm probably gonna do some activities while I'm here and stay the night, and then we'll catch the next train that we can. It's looking like I'm going towards Chengdu, although I wanted to do Wuhan. It's still undetermined at this point. We'll see what ends up happening, but let's see what's going on in Xi'an. All right, well, here's a look at the room. This is the JW Marriott here in Xi'an. $153 per night. No upgrades available, but very nice room. This is looking towards the north. Actually, most everything is towards the south. We'll be showing you down there in a little bit. There's a close-up.
300 kilograms. Before the COVID, we are not allowed to get inside check details for the restoration.
这都是那个现切的、现炸的，那个是我。拿起来，不要拉旁边。
Okay.
哎，真的下来，拿下他自己，他这儿有在卖，现在是新买的。
感谢您的配合，祝您游览愉快。
大奖20块钱这个。
二位酒香，八香等不同行为，请您不要相信任何揽客拍照的剧。
白天买了，街上都没人了。
I would say that every city that I've been to has over-exceeded its expectation. Pretty much everything foreigners think they know about China if they've never been here. They're going to be in for an interesting surprise when they get here. They're going to find out people are very friendly. The country is very just stable. Things seem stable. Good vibes, good food, great infrastructure, and especially in the modern areas. I mean, they still have a huge country to develop, but they're putting in incredible infrastructure projects all around. In particular, the train stands out as a really special infrastructure project. I've ridden on some of the fastest trains in the world. I think it's called the Qinghai. Actually, when I first walked this on the way in, it was a lot busier, so it's nowhere near as busy as it was earlier. It's actually 10:30 p.m. I think when I first walked through here, it was like... Actually, it's 11 now. When I first walked through here, it was like 10 p.m. or 10:15. So it's the Goose Pagoda. Anyway, we just walked the whole street there. You can see it's got some malls over here, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash up the likes, and we'll see you on the next one from China. Xi'an North Station. I think it's called Xi'an Bay, maybe. All right, we're in. This is the first place they actually searched my backpack. The other stations didn't. So like 7 stations, no real issues. This one, they went through my bag and then let me go. So, you know, just it's at the discretion of the scanning person whether or not they want to search your bag. This one's a business class ticket that I got for 800 RMB. I travel a lot, so I stay in those. If I can get a good price, why not? 800 RMB is probably almost $200. The station is packed. People here are coming mainly for the terracotta soldiers. But they also have an amazing old town. This is like the first place that I've been where I've actually started to see Western tourists. So like, this is like the furthest west Western tourists go, it seems like, based on what I can tell. They probably don't even know the places I've just come from. Well, I'm gonna edit the video here, but they've given some snacks. This is the lounge. They'll call my number and then they'll walk me over to the actual train, and I'll be one of the first aboard. That's the benefit of that. You don't have to wait in the line. All right, she's taken me to the train now, so we're on our way. Train, guys. All right. Okay, our train has just arrived. I missed it. I should have had the camera out. Alright, she's taking me up here. I've ridden on so many trains before, I don't technically need an escort anymore, but when I first came here it was nice, because I didn't really know how things worked. Look at that beauty. Here's our train. This way, okay. Okay. Turn left, turn left. Oh, wow. Turn left, okay. One. Up. All right. All right, and we're off. maybe. And this train right here really takes you through Sichuan. So you can see once you get into Sichuan, even here in the summertime, very green and lush. Lots of farms, nice rolling hills, rivers, streams, all through here. And those mountains there, that's actually where pandas live up in there. Wow, look at that. Alright, well we have today's mystery box. Let's see what's in here. We got beef jerky. Let's open it up. Oh man. Is that plastic or fat around the outside? Let's give it a try. Well, I just ate the meat. It's decent, but let's see what else we got. Nuts. Okay, that's definitely peanuts. Alright, so we got some dried apple here. So basically they're just like apple chips. Alright. Oh, they're really good. Wow. Alright, I don't know what this is. It says meat moment, but I don't know if that's meat or what. I don't know what that is. It's definitely not meat though. Okay, it's some sort of gummy. Kind of like a fruit roll-up snack. Yeah, that's a really delicious fruit snack. Alright guys, we got some crackers. Let's open it up. Okay, they're basically like saltines, just salted. Alright, we got some 5-spice dried tofu. Let's see how it tastes. Alright, it's a little bit oily, but it tastes kind of like meat. It's really good. We've arrived here in Chengdu. I'm gonna stay here tonight, explore around Chengdu, show you guys some sights, some sounds, have some Sichuan food. No, not Kung Pao chicken like y'all think, because last time I was here I didn't even see anyone selling Kung Pao chicken. You know what I did see was stinky tofu though. Either way, let's see what we got on tap for Chengdu. I'm gonna show you around the beautiful financial district, the new area, where they have the world's largest building, some colorful towers. It really lights up at night here. So this will be a fun one. Well, that was a bit of a cluster just getting down here. I remember last time I was in Chengdu, this train station is actually very crowded. I think it's one of the most crowded that I've seen anywhere in China. But Xi'An was quite crowded actually this morning. Yeah, I remember now. Oh yeah. This has got to be one of the busiest stations in China. It might be because Chengdu is a huge city, of course, but also maybe because it doesn't have as many stations, because like a lot of the cities will have like a north station, a south station, west station. This one, it is packed. Either way, I'm gonna go stay at the Hilton. I got it for 700 yuan per night. I just paid cash. It's a good price for a hotel like that. Actually, no, it was 659 yuan. And I'm just walking over here to get a taxi. Felt like that was a long walk. I just asked ChatGPT what's the busiest station in China, and it said Guangzhou South. Wow, it's even busier than this. I couldn't find the taxi area. It says taxi right there, but it was shut. Look how big this station is. Yeah, that is a huge station. I'm surprised it's not the busiest one in China, because I think I've even been to Guangzhou South. What I'm going to try and do here is get outside this traffic jam here and then order a ride hail or a taxi. All right, guys. Well, we've arrived here at the Hilton. Nice. It's a beautiful time of day here. So Chengdu in the summertime, here in August, beautiful. A little bit hot in the daytime, but not too bad. Evening time is just beautiful. Really, Sichuan is a beautiful place. Clean air too. I saw lots of blue skies coming in. China, it just keeps getting cleaner and cleaner. All right, well, we've made it here to the actual fountains. Oh yeah, look at this. Way up there. Oh, happy times! around the fountains here, it looks like they've got some sort of mall. Well, I wasn't able to go under. Oddly enough, it doesn't go under. And if it does, I wasn't able to find it, so I came back up top. Exhibition Center, Global Mall, Water Park. Holy moly, we are inside. Look at this place, guys. Wow. I need to see what's up with this water park in here. This is crazy. What's going on here? Oh man. Look at this. Just so you know, over there is the Intercontinental Hotel. And because Sichuan has many pandas, it is also very known for panda breeding and panda care centers, like this one here at the sanctuary. So if you love pandas, there's no better place in the world to see pandas than Chengdu. Oh, it's a dog park. That's what's going on here. Dog park. Anyways, guys, we'll see you on the next one from China. I highly recommend you watch our Western China video. Click the link right here.